We launched Authentically American in 2017 from a blank sheet of paper. And our vision was to build this iconic American brand. So think of Authentically American like a Nike or Land's End, but instead of made in China, all made here in the US. To give you an idea how rare American made is, when I graduated from West Point in 93, over 50% was made in the US. Today it's 3%.
Welcome to the 7 Eagle Group podcast, your home for inspiring stories, valuable tips, and great advice from hard-charging veterans so you can lead a more rewarding and lucrative post-military career.
Every now and then you come across I come across a business in the military community that I am just so impressed by. And today's guest is one of those. And let me tell you a little bit about Dean Wegner and Authentically American. This is a branded apparel and accessory business where you can make custom shirts, jackets, hats, anything where you can put a logo on it. They are based down in Nashville, Tennessee. And what is the most impressive thing about this company is their commitment and desire to help the military community. And that's what I love about them. All their products are manufactured here in the States. They employ veterans. And Dean was is a West Point graduate. He was an Army Ranger, an aviator, and just has an incredible story, very inspiring. So, Dean, thank you so much, man, for taking a few minutes to jump on today.
Well, Jordy, I'm so elated that a national TV appearance enabled us to get connected here. So I'm looking forward to a great discussion.
Look out, today's show. Here we come.
Yeah.
That's great. So, hey, tell everyone a little bit about your background. So you went to West Point. What was that decision-making process like for you to decide, hey, I want to go military? What was the experience like?
So it really goes back to goals in high school, Jordy. So I was a hockey player, so I wanted to play Division I hockey and wanted to get the best possible education I could. And when the Army hockey coach reached out and said, Dean, we saw you played at a tournament. You think your game would be a great fit for us? And I did my due diligence and found what an incredible, institution it is. I mean, I knew back then it was going to be a great fit. And here we are, 30 years later, I'm a proud graduate of West Point. And what's even more amazing, Jordy, we have 4 amazing kids. So 2 daughters, 26 and 23. We have a 20-year-old son and a 14-year-old son we adopted from Ethiopia. But the part I'm highlighting right now is our 20-year-old son just 4 days ago reported to West Point.
Get out of here.
So I'm following in his dad's footsteps.
That's incredible. But you were the first, you didn't have a father or grandfather who served you.
My dad served in the Army. He was enlisted for a few years, and he, like me, loves our country and loved the opportunity to serve this great nation. But I was the first one to go to West Point, and now my son.
You must be so proud. That's great. Great. I love
proud of all my kids, but since we're talking about West Point, this is even extra proud right now.
Where did you play hockey growing up?
So I was born upstate New York near the Canadian border. So that's how hockey started. Most everyone played there, and then grew up from 5th grade through high school in Pittsburgh. So that's where I played most of my youth hockey.
They were born with skates on, I bet, huh?
That's right.
That's great. Oh, that's terrific. And you had a good hockey experience at West Point?
Oh, it was phenomenal. I loved it. And what I really love now is the focus, meeting with, the coach. They really want to build that Army hockey family. Yeah. That culture where everyone looks out for each other, that everyone has each other's back, and it's really like a family. So, I'm a part of that. And now my oldest son will be a part of it.
Oh, that's terrific. I like to hear that. So talk a little bit about the biz, Authentically American, and what brought this about, and what has that been like for you getting that launched? I know you're 7 years old, so it's not a new business, but talk a little bit about that.
Jordy, I'm exhausted.
Just you.
And, I tell everybody now I'm a veteran and an entrepreneur, but when I left the Army in 2000, couldn't even spell entrepreneur. I mean, had no idea this world existed, and it's a longer story, but worked for bigger companies like Procter Gamble and Mars, brands like Crest and Tide and M&Ms, and so thankful for that experience because they're both world-class marketing and branding companies. But we launched Authentically American in 2017 from a blank sheet of paper. Wow. And our vision was to build this iconic American brand. So think of Authentically American like a Nike or Land's End, but instead of made in China, all made here in the US. which, Jordy, to give you an idea how rare American made is, when I graduated from West Point in 93, over 50% was made in the US. Today it's 3.
Wow.
I mean, next to
All
nothing.
because of it just cheaper labor. Is that?
You know, businesses just chasing higher margins, cheaper labor overseas.
Yeah.
And we have proven out over the last 7 years that we can have amazing, product, all make it here in the US and still be competitively priced.
So it must have been a tough decision, right? I mean, was that what you drove the business on? We want to build it here in the US, we want to make the products,
Yeah.
or we want to build this great apparel company. And then you said, maybe we could do this stuff here.
I think it really combines all of it together, Jordy. I'm not a big either or kind of guy. I said, I have served our great nation. I love our country. I believe in the American worker. And I believe we can build a brand that can stand for all those values and still provide a competitive, amazing product to our customers.
That's terrific. I love it. And talk about a little bit about who you serve. And I know you're focused on a lot of veteran business owners and in the nonprofit sector, but let's discuss that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Jordy, one of the things I took for granted early on was how ultra competitive, the apparel industry. It's a massive $300 billion industry. And you're wearing a Nike polo. There's Nike, Under Armour, Land's End, North Face. I mean, just a long, long list of brands. And what I initially thought, Jordy, I thought everyone was like you. Everyone was like me, either have served our country as a veteran or would love the fact that we're American made. Sadly, what I found out is most people just don't care.
Yeah.
They flat out just don't care. And now that I'm over my anger issues, I've embraced that, we can't be all things to all people. And you can still go to our website, authenticallyamerican.us, and buy your new favorite polo, your new favorite t-shirt or pair of socks. But 90% of our revenue is custom. And that niche, that group that we found that really loves American made is the veteran.
Yeah. So
veteran-owned businesses, veteran-focused charities. And Jordy, as we did our due diligence, the numbers are astounding. There's 400,000 veteran-owned businesses with 10 or more employees.
Wow.
40,000 veteran-focused charities. And we work with hundreds and hundreds of clients that fit that profile. But you do the quick math, that's 0.1% of our total addressable market. So now that we know who our niche is, our biggest challenge, our biggest opportunity, is finding them. And that's why it's ironic. You saw us on national TV on Fox and Friends, and we picked up a ton of new clients for that. And now I have a new friend in you, and it's great to be connected.
Oh, I love it. I mean, listen, whatever we can do here at Seven Eagle to support you, Dean, that would be an honor for us, because that means putting hopefully more veterans to work as you guys grow and helping your company achieve all of its goals. That's what this
Jordy,
is all about.
Can I show you since we're on video, can I show you one of our hero products?
Please, yeah, fire away.
Yeah, I know you mentioned you had some family members who have served. Have you ever been to the Army-Navy game?
I have, yeah. One of the best experiences I've ever had at a sporting event.
Yeah, I mean, it was an incredible rivalry. Now, a real important question, who are you rooting for?
I'm an Army guy. My dad was Army, so.
That's what I was hoping. So we do have collegiate licenses. So can you see this? And I wish, I was up there with you in Massachusetts, because that's a great state. And also, if we were together, if you could feel this, Jordy, would be like, Dean, that has got to be the softest t-shirt I've ever felt. And that's by design, because who doesn't love a nice soft t-shirt? And it's not just the fabric. We use a soft hand print to include tagless.
That's great.
But, there's probably 2 words that you heard quite a bit at that Army-Navy game. And watch what happens when I spray this, because this shirt has our sweat-activated print innovation.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
And there's our Visit US flag on the back, and even bigger, Jordy, what do you see?
And beat Navy, that is incredible.
Big Navy.
But you just got to deal with somebody who's then stinky all day, right? I'm just sweating a lot, but even in the rain. Oh, that is awesome. That is so clever.
I love to highlight that because it's so unique and so innovative. And I've literally had people that say, Dean, no offense, I don't care where it's made.
Yeah.
Shirt is so incredibly soft and comfortable, and the innovation's incredible. But, tying back to the custom side, we've done hundreds of custom designs for businesses and charities, because whatever you want printed, whatever you want magically to appear, we can do. And our clients, a lot of businesses, will have their values or have their ethos or mission. magically appear. And the minimum's only 24 because I truly believe the engine of our economy is small businesses,
Yeah.
and small businesses can't order thousands. But through that same veteran focus with veteran resource groups, we found our way into Fortune 500 companies. So last year, Jordy, we had a top 10 accounting firm order 27,000
Oh my gosh.
t-shirts. So whether you're a small business or a Fortune 500 company, we have the ability to scale and deliver amazing American-made product.
Oh, I love it, man. I'm so happy for you that it sounds like you're doing everything right. And I love that you're dialing in on the community and
Mhm.
providing these quality products to people. And just what an honor to know you, Dean, and to team up. And like I
Yeah.
said, we're here for you to help, and it's going to be exciting to watch as you guys keep growing and growing.
Well, Jordy, I appreciate that. And one thing I love is your commitment and wanting to serve veterans. And I'll highlight one more thing, and that's our pricing. Because, we work with hundreds of businesses and hundreds of charities, and the only way we can be competitive is we take a page out of Dell's old business model and go direct and cut out the middleman. So any business or charity who works with us, they don't work through a third-party distributor because a distributor buys our product and then they mark it up, and we're no longer competitively priced. But the point I really want to highlight is if you're a business, you pay, a price. But if you are a charity or nonprofit, you pay a cost. So there's a difference between those two. So we have helped hundreds of veteran-focused charities build their brand and raise some money in the process.
Oh, that's
We
terrific.
don't make any
Yeah.
money on those programs, Jordy, but we just feel great about partnering and
Yeah.
helping, some amazing organizations fulfill their mission.
Oh, that's terrific, man. I love how you're giving back in your mission and what a nice thing, man. What a nice thing. Well, Dean, thank you again. Anyone who's watching, please check these guys out. It is one of our community's top companies who truly care about where we are heading as a group. And it's authenticallyamerican.us. I will put their link in the comments below, and also check out Dean. I'm sure he would love to have another connection,
Absolutely.
one of his brothers or sisters. So thank you so much, Dean. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jordy. Honored to be your guest.